it's Marian. Welcome to 25 Days of Plantmas. This is a special Mom Raises Life holiday series where I'll be talking about at least one of my plants per day, every day during Vlogmas. I'll be sharing with you the plant's journey with me ever since I've gotten it, all of our highs and lows, and of course how I care for and propagate the plant. So let's go check my plant event calendar and see which one of my plants I'll be sharing with you today. Today is day 25 of 25 Days of Plantmas. And our final Plantmas of the day is Poinsettia and Christmas Cactus. So for the final episode of 25 Days of Plantmas, I thought it would be very apt to talk about plants that scream Christmas or are known to be Christmas plants. So this one is the Ponsettia, however you want to pronounce it, and this is the Christmas Cactus. So first I want to talk about the Ponsettia. This is actually one of the last plants that I bought. I think I might have said the Todohoe carnosa was the last plant that I bought, but it's actually this one, since this is only available during the holiday season. And I was very interested in this one because it's my first time seeing a variegated Ponsettia, and it's usually like just plain red, plain white, plain pink, but this one is actually variegated. It's like red, but it has white variegation in the inside, and it's also kind of like a bit of an ombre. But funny enough, when I went back to the store that I got this from my local grocery store, I saw another Poinsettia that's basically half white and half red, and I was so tempted to get that too, but I didn't. I think this one is enough. So the Poinsettia, it is a tropical plant. I think it originated in Mexico, and these are not actually flowers. These are called bracts, I believe, which are leaf foliages. And poinsettias can be toxic. They are toxic, but I think their toxicity is a bit exaggerated. You need to ingest a lot of this before it actually has an effect on you, but at the same time it is toxic to both humans and pets. It's just a pretty good precaution to be very careful on where we place these plants, and since a lot of the leaves dry up easily, just be careful when it drops on the ground. Our pets or kids don't get to them. But I really like this plant, and my challenge for this plant is to make it last as long as possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to force myself or challenge myself to keep this plant and have it grow until the next season, because I've learned it is a lot of work to keep this alive and growing in time for the next season. I just don't think it's worth it, especially with how easily available this plant can be. But if I could try, I mean, there's no harm in trying, right? But this plant, since it is a tropical plant, it does require a lot of humidity, so I actually mist this every day, or if I have my humidifier on, I put it right next to the humidifier. And it also requires bright indirect light, so I give it as much light as I can. I either put it right close to the window or near my grow lights, and so far it has been doing well. It has been producing new leaves or bracts, and it has been dropping quite a lot of leaves too. So that's what I said about being watchful and being mindful of the dried up leaves, because like the leaves at the bottom do dry up first and they drop off, and they could be within the reach of kids, especially when they drop on the ground. But other than that, it's a pretty easy care plant. I water it every week, and it has been working out for me so far. And this is the Poinsettia. It's still going strong and it's still blooming beautifully. And this one is my Christmas Cactus. This one is a bit of an experiment for me because I've been trying to get to bloom ever since I've gotten it. I've gotten this from a plant swap, and I've been trying to get it to bloom, and the way I learned to get it to bloom is to give it a lot of darkness, up to 16 hours of darkness, and give it cold temperature. I have this outside during the day, and then when it's dark, I just like lock it up in a closet or something so that it will have darkness. And now it is starting to bud, and by the time I put out this episode, it would probably have bloomed already. So I will insert some clips over here to show you the blooming flowers of this Christmas cactus. It's December 24th, and this is the update on my Christmas cactus. As you can see, the blooms have grown, but they haven't opened yet. And what had happened was the Christmas cactus actually broke off from here. The stems or the foliage that has the buds were the ones that got cut off. I put it back
on the soil immediately, hoping that would save it. But so far it is doing well. The foliage is kind of a bit soft, but I think it has always been like that. But I think that prevented the buds from blooming because it's working on trying to form some new roots really quick after being cut off from the top. But yeah, so this is my Christmas cactus, and I'm hoping it will still bloom by the new year. But I think it will, at least this one. So yeah, that is the Christmas update on my Christmas cactus.
But yeah, so I'm really proud that I am able to make this Christmas cactus bloom. It's my first time having a Christmas cactus. I know this is a very common plant. A lot of people's grandmothers and mothers have Christmas cactuses, and I think this actually came from a very mature plant because it has a very woody stem. I'm just not sure how old the plant is since I got this in the plant swap, and the way the plant swap was set up, it was a bit chaotic, so I didn't really get to talk to the person who brought this plant and tell me more about the plant. But I'm so glad that I'm able to make it bloom. But I also feel bad as well because I feel like I have to put the plant in a lot of stress for it to get it to bloom, which is what I didn't want to do with my Hoya carnosa, because in order to make a Hoya carnosa bloom, or Hoyas in general, you have to like stress it out a little bit by not giving it water. So I didn't want it to with Hoya carnosa, but I really want to see this bloom, so I kind of did it. But I also feel bad putting this plant in a lot of stress just to make it bloom. But I've also learned from Pam's Pretty Plants. If you actually want to learn more about the Christmas cactuses, Summer Rain Oaks and Pam's Pretty Plants put out videos recently about this plant, so you could learn a lot more from them about this plants. But what I learned from Pam's Pretty Plants is when it's in its blooming stage, I should be watering it more frequently. So that's what I've done, and it's actually helped the plant to grow its blooms, because if I don't water it, the blooms would drop off. And so, but I want to keep the blooms, so I have been watering it a bit more frequently than I normally would, and so far it's been working. I have this in this plant. I actually put a sweater in it that I needed like a couple years ago. It was a fingerless mitten that I fit into this pot, which is actually a souvenir mug that I got from Brooklyn Botanical Garden. Let me take it out so I can show you. So it is a terracotta pot, but it is a mug. So yeah, but it's actually ceramic. But yeah, this is my Christmas cactus and my poinsettia, our final Plantmas of the day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh my god, so we did it. We made it to 25 days of Plantmas. We actually finished all episodes. It's so amazing. I can finally take this hat off. And that's our Plantmas story of the day. I hope you enjoyed it, because it is the last Plantmas of the day. All 25 days of Plantmas is completed. We're done. We made it till the end. I am so happy. And if you're watching me for the first time, been watching me for a while, seen one episode, any episode, some of it, all of it, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I know it was a bit touch and go in some of the days. We had some technical difficulties, but we powered through and we made it all the way till the end, and we've done 25 days of Plantmas. I am so happy and proud of myself, and thank you so much again for all the support. And I actually won't be making a plant collection video until next spring, and this channel is going on a bit of a hiatus, but don't worry, it's going to be a short one. I'll explain a little bit more in tomorrow's last episode of Plantiful Vlogmas. But for the meantime, 25 days of Plantmas will also serve as my winter plant collection series. So if you want to check out how I care and propagate certain plants in my collection, or just want to check in on them, any episodes that you have missed on 25 days of Plantmas, or you just want to binge watch all of them, save it with me. The link is up in the cards and down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the last episode of Plantiful Vlogmas, also the last video of the year from this channel. But until then, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating this season. I hope it's a plentiful one. Thanks again for watching. I see you, I appreciate you, and have a plentiful holiday season, everyone. Bye.